Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Two Girls, One Doc.
One Doc.
It's your girl, Beedie.
It's Fourens, the fiance.
And we are back, and it's the credits. And before we start, real quick, I wanted to say something. Last week, was actually technically our 100th ever episode. Credits included.
Okay, credits included.
Credits included.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a 100th documentary that we've covered, and I don't think it will be for a bit because we did some multiple passes. So like the actual anyway, we'll figure out when our 100th documentary is. But like low-key, happy 100th episode to us last week.
Whoop whoop, we made it.
Yeah.
Look at us. Who knew we'd?
Look at us.
What's that? Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
The hot wings.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, this is a credits, and we're talking about jury duty, jury service, civic jury duty. I don't know, whatever it's called. That's what we're talking about.
Sure.
So as you guys know, I had jury duty. I was very excited. It was very weird because I had just said it the week before on the podcast.
It was so weird because you said it on an episode.
It was literally the week before. I was like, I really want to get jury duty. Like, I hope I have a really interesting case. And then the next week, I just got it. Like, I got the letter and I was like, oh my God. But then like when it starts to dawn on you, it's like, I'd rather actually fucking not do this right now.
But then also like you had to push it back. So would you have gotten a juicy case had you not pushed it back? Like maybe this was all meant to be.
That is very true. You see,
true it is.
God works in very mysterious ways.
Honestly.
But yeah, I started it. Was it last week or the week before?
It feels like it was ages.
Yeah, it feels like it was ages, to be honest.
Your nails look nice. When did you do them?
When or where?
When?
A while ago. I was actually going to change them for the bridal shower because I wasn't feeling them.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
But everyone's saying they look nice, so I think I'll stick to them. But yeah, I started jury duty on it was the 8th of August. Like, this episode, whenever it comes back out, it was the 8th of August I started. So the first day you get there, like you go through like security and stuff like that, and what's really annoying is the entrance like is the same for everybody at the court. So like I just feel it's so annoying because the court is such
even like for the perpetrators.
Yes,
the alleged.
Exactly. The court is such an open place, right? Like
scary.
From outward looking in. So like I'm walking into court and anybody seeing me could be like, oh, like this babe, like
did she do something?
Literally when I'm just here for, so like when I got to the bit where you have to say what you're here for, I literally shouted, I'm here for jury duty.
I am not a criminal.
This is my jury, like I am a juror. Like literally I was like, do not associate me with these raggedy bitches.
Oh my God, this is so on brand for you.
Very on brand. So after that you go through, they do like a roll call and then they take you into this place where you have to sit, and then they take you through like all like what jury duty is, what happens. You watch like this video of being a juror, what you can and can't do.
Oh man.
And then you literally spend the rest of the day just waiting to see if you're going to be called for a case. So Monday,
so you just sit there.
You just sit there. I was on my laptop, people were making friends and all whatnot. I was working. You know, I wish like I had the luxury. Man. Like if I was on like maternity leave, this would have been a lot of fun. But actually like working and doing this, it's not fun because the work is just waiting for you like every
and you're
day.
not even in the comfort of your own like home or office or whatever. You literally just like makeshift table.
Mate. So the first day, nothing happened. So they basically send you home and they tell you like, yeah, we're going to message you every day if we need you.
So what do you say to work then?
So I just like my boss and I are like we're boys, so just WhatsApp.
Because I'm thinking if it was me, like in my work environment, I can't just be like, oh yeah, sorry, I can't come to clinic tomorrow because I may or may not be a juror, and then the next day they say, oh yeah, we'll call you. What would that do?
So like some people just took those days off. Like not off,
imagine using
not annual leave.
Oh, but you can have it as jury duty.
Yeah, different companies have different processes for when you have.
Yeah, we actually can. I've seen it on our thing.
So you just take that all the 10 days off as jury duty and then you extend it if you need to. But I was kind of doing like ad hoc, like because like I said, me and my boss are boys.
Yeah.
So I was messaging
if you don't
her,
need
like,
to take it off, why take it off?
Exactly.
Before there's bare emails waiting for you when you come back.
Exactly. So after that I went home and the rest of the week they just didn't message me. So now we get to the juicy bit because on Monday
excited.
18th would it have been? Was that last?
You
no,
with timestamps. It sounds like a YouTube video.
Monday the 15th of August. So Friday they messaged me saying, bro, come for your jury duty on Monday, and I was like, So I go in that day.
But when they sent you that, is that because they had definitely picked you for a case, or was that to come and wait to be picked for a case?
It's always to come and wait to be picked for a case, because they select jurors at random. So
didn't they do that thing where they ask you the question and they're like, oh, have you ever...
No. So basically they just tell you before you even start like the picking. They say, if you have any convictions or this or that, like, you know, we need to know, and then you can't serve, and there are a few other stipulations. And then they in the court, so there's a like video conference thing, and then the people in the court are basically like, they list out the names of like people involved in the case, and they're like, if you know any of these people or you have any links to these organizations, you can't be part of the case. So you then have to say,
and you have to declare that you know. Then
they randomly pick jurors. So I got picked for a case on Monday. And
how do they randomly pick you? Is it like a bowling ball thing in a
I don't know how they do it, but I just know that they randomly pick, and the names are given to the court clerk, and then clerk, I think. Yeah, court clerk, and then he says those names out, and then the defendant,
and then you're like, what, me?
Literally, the defendant has to say, does he know any of the people that...
So they see you?
No, they don't see you, they just hear your name.
But you could be anyone.
Not well.
What if my name is Grace Jones? Then what?
Then I guess if Grace Jones. See you, because they haven't sworn you in at that point. So then when you come in and they see you, then they say to him again, like, do you have any issues with any? If you don't, then we're going to swear these jurors in. Once they're sworn in, that's that.
That's it.
So I got sworn in.
So what happens when you swear in? Do you have to like...
You don't
pledge allegiance to the flag?
Nah, it's not like hand on the Bible. You just read some stuff out, but you pick based on your religion. So because mine was in... I was going to say the place, but I'm not going to do that.
Yours was in a place?
Yeah, it was in a place that is quite heavily populated by Asian people. So they had like the Hindi, like, God, they had like the, I think Sikh, like they had, and then Muslim.
Oh, so everyone's like holy book, basically.
Yeah, or you could affirm. So affirm is for those that don't belong to any, I guess, religion. They just affirm. So I obviously did the Christian version, and then I was sworn in as a juror.
Wow, it's official.
So this case basically was about this guy who, okay, I'm gonna try and explain this as best as I can. Basically, he had been online chatting to someone who he thought was a 12-year-old and grooming her. But actually,
right now,
I had to, like, when they were telling us the details of the case, like, I looked to the juror to like, and I was like really smiling. Then I was like, this looks weird as fuck. Like, why am I smiling over like a paedophile? Like, chill out.
No, you actually need to not smile. What the fuck?
No, but I was just smiling. Like, yes, it's
like,
actually.
Oh my God, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe.
Literally, everybody was
looking for the cameras.
Mate, everybody was like to me, your case is gonna be dead. Your case is gonna be dead. Like, it's like. The area, like what flipping goes on there, and I was like, no.
But this person is from this area.
He's from,
because you know sometimes like bare people go to like Wisden, Crown Court, because
no, he's from this area. He lives, bleep it out. He has lived in.
Stop it,
fam.
Stop it,
bro.
Fam, these man, they walk among us. You know,
they walk among us in the flesh.
It's actually wild. It's the scary. Flesh. Like, it's so like every day you come out and make it to your house is a day to thank the Lord.
There was a day that he was walking behind one of the jurors home. I was like, I didn't know they were out and about. I didn't know they were released like that. Like,
wasn't know what's it, bail bonds? What is it?
Bro, I do not know. I don't know. So anyways, he had been grooming what he thought was a 12-year-old girl. We'll get into that. He'd been grooming what he thought was a 12-year-old girl. And it was actually, so they're these agencies, and I won't say then, even though I'm allowed to talk about the case, I'm not going to say like
specifics,
because I think it's important that they have anonymity. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But basically, they're these agents who just on the internet, like volunteers, vigilantes, whatever you want to call them, they basically search for pedophiles. And how like sometimes they do it is they create like dummy accounts on certain apps.
It's like there's a TV show like that.
How to Catch a Predator or something like that.
Yeah.
But that was really funny.
Oh my God, do you remember in Arrested Development when Tobias was it Tobias?
Oh yeah. Because he organised to meet his daughter, and do you remember when he was a now rapist? Fam, that show. Of course he was. Such a dumb show. But so basically, he went on this dating app and he met this girl, but from the picture she looked older. And then like he was like, oh, can I have your WhatsApp? And she was like, oh, like I'm 12. And he was like, oh yeah, that's fine, like let's chat on WhatsApp. I have never in my life seen a more cock in hand interaction. Like even the judge was like, bro, you claim you work, but like all you do is message like atrocities, like
little girls.
Fam, he was like, you know those like memes you see of guys that are like, oh, let's play truth or dare, and they're like, truth, what color are your nipples? That was his energy. Like
that's actually disgusting.
Early in the morning, like, oh, hello darling, sends a picture of his dick. Literally.
Is everything okay?
I've never actually seen
it's actually depravity.
Like I've never seen someone, I was literally saying to my sister, like, how can your whole life be so sexually charged? Like I get it, like
there's nothing else,
nothing, like I get
it's
it,
not
like
a part of your life, it is your life,
it's your life. Like I get it, like once in a while, like okay, the girl was even trying to chat to him about like what she wants to be when she grows up, her mum being sick. He was like, okay, cool story, bro, let me see your coochie. Like I kid you not. And she was
fucked.
She's like, I've never had a boy in my room. And he was like, I want to be the first. Like,
how old is this man?
At the time when he was having these conversations, he was 29. He was 29. And then he was like,
see, the thing is, you think in your head, oh, old dirty man kind of thing, and we need to get rid of that. I mean, maybe not, because some men are old dirty men, but it's not just that. A 29-year-old,
he literally
that's like our age mate.
He was from Eastern Europe, and I'm not saying this because of anything. I'm just giving context of the guy. Like he looked like any like other Eastern European guy. He was actually like decent looking. Like literally, I was saying to my sister that he could have come to our house to do work. Because he was a builder and everything. I was like, he looks like a number of people that we found on TaskRabbit to do work.
Any guy, any person,
any guy, and I wouldn't have thought twice. And
that's crazy because him being a builder, like you're in people's houses, like where their children live.
Fam, the videos, like he would be sending her like porn videos twice a day. And then the judge was like to him, bro, you said you work, you paint, you work at Heathrow, how are you sending like 9 a.m. in the morning, you're sending you're 700 messages in 2 days? How are you working?
How 700 messages in 2 days?
And this is what I'm saying, like obviously it's natural, people have periods where they're a bit roast or whatever, but it's just wild to me that every day, like day, you are horny. Like you're actively like
it's actually a sickness, because this doesn't even make any sense.
That even outside of the paedophilia, that is a sickness. I was saying, I literally saying to jurors, he needs to be arrested based off of his horniness alone. This is dangerously, you know when they say someone is dangerously horny, he is dangerously horny, like
because you have no self-control
at all. Like he was sending and I was like, who even has porn videos on their phone? Like Pornhub is free. He had videos saved on his phone, and he would send, and he'd be like, oh, I want to do this for you, it's more pleasure, it's more this, like typing with his actual cock. Like I kid you not,
that is just
okay. But this is where it gets worse. Like the pressure is getting worse. It's getting worse because he literally, when they arrested him, they found dozens of of sexual images. Like his whole how much phone storage does he have?
It's like you know when we did that episode of like that guy in Manchester that was raping guys, and there was just like so
terabytes
much, of literally do you know how big a terabyte is? So like terabytes literally of sexual images.
They found hella like sexual images, and then they found 6 images of kids, right? So this was what caused the delay in the case, because the judge was like, yeah, like we need to see these pictures, like the jurors need to see these pictures to understand, because his whole thing was like, oh, I didn't know that they were kids, I thought they were like 18, whatever. So then the judge was like,
you have to be able to see, these are not fucking,
we need to, because even in my head I was like, okay, sometimes like some people can look younger,
look older,
like if you were in a video and you didn't have this nose piercing and you had your hair in corners,
you think that I
think you were 12.
100%.
No, not to, but you know what I mean.
No, 100%.
You have, so basically they had to go to CPS, see if they would get the images. The CPS was like, nah. And I didn't know they did that in the UK, because in America they show you everything, but I guess here is a bit less sensational, I don't know. But anyways, basically they, in the end, what they compromised on was they gave us a detailed description of the pictures, and I'll save you guys the gory details, but I think they said 2 of the images showed kids that were 8 to 10.
Stop
and
it.
then no, literally, and then one of the images showed a kid that was between the ages of 10 to 12, and like 4 of them were like kids being touched, and one was like a kid actually being raped. And he said, he just got them on a porn site. And I was like, no,
but they're on his phone. They're in his possession.
No, he literally said, this is, the horny levels are astronomical. Like, he literally said that, I just screenshot them from the porn site, and he was like XXX vids, and I was literally telling the jurors like they are going to sue him for everything he's worth. He needs to stop that. He was like, I screenshot it from XS vids because if I didn't have internet and then I wanted to pleasure myself. Can you see the levels of rose?
This is actually a sexual deviant.
No, he's a deviant.
Are you telling me that you couldn't, like, there is there's no control?
No control. And then the judge was like, so now this judge with a wig and everything had to then go into the different stages of puberty that girls go through to explain that there's no flipping way you thought somebody who was 8 to 10 years old was between the ages of 18 to 21.
That's not even... And it doesn't matter how you flip it, dice it, switch it, missed it. Like, it doesn't. There's no way. There is no way.
There is no way. And even flipping, it was just wild in court because you see all these proper like English like gentlemen saying words like pussy and cock because they're reading it was actually fun. This judge was like at minimum like 65, and he's up there saying pussy and cock, and I was like, this is crazy. So now let me tell you what makes this guy dangerously horny, right? This is how he got caught. Basically, he got a text from a number. So the judge was like, was it WhatsApp or text? And he was like, text. He was like, so it was text and you couldn't see the profile picture? He was like, yes. So he got this text from
a random number
that was basically like, let's meet at McDonald's so we can have sex. And the judge was like,
the McDonald's that I have frequented on many
did we not
occasion.
just do that? Did we
we
not
just went there?
Okay. So the judge was like, so you got a text and said, let's meet at this McDonald's drive-through for sex, and you went without knowing who it was. I literally was saying to the jurors, that guy is riddled with STDs. Like, how do you get a text? And then the judge was like, so why did you go? And he was like, that back in the day he used to contact a lot of women for sex, so he just thought this was one of the women he had contacted in the past for sex.
Did he ask any questions or anything? Did he do any follow-up, or he just cock in hand left the house?
They messaged him. They messaged him. He typed with his cock that I'm gonna go, and he went. Bro. But you know when you hear stuff like this, you're like, people are living different lives. You think you're living this life with normal people that have the same mentality as you. People are living different lives. People living different lives, and then there's just madness. It's like there's madness because you can be different to me. Maybe you shower in the night, me I shower in the morning, but this is insanity. This is insanity. This is egregious. It is egregious. So now we then had to make the decision. Okay, is he guilty? Not guilty? Obviously, we found him guilty
as fuck
on all charges.
What were the charges?
So one was sexual talking with a minor. It was something, there was a way they worded it because it wasn't actually a minor, but it was the intention. There was one,
okay, because it was someone posing as a minor. But if it were a minor, he would have been chatting to a minor.
Exactly.
He didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. Then there was one about grooming a minor because like there was a bit where he asked her to masturbate and then like finger her bum, like, bro. And she was literally in the messages like, this feels weird, I'm bleeding. And he was like, oh, you lost your virginity. Like, even like scientifically you are way off mark, like your biology is way off. And then
God.
And then the last one was intention to meet up with a minor because he planned that meet up with her. So then after we had obviously said guilty.
How long did it take you guys to deliberate?
It literally took us like 30 minutes. It was so quick. Yeah.
Most of which was learning the rules about deliberation.
Literally. And then when we went back to deliver our verdict, like that he was guilty, the judge was like, I need to do an assessment on how dangerous this guy actually is before I can sentence him. But we basically learned, because he was saying during the court case that in Romania he doesn't talk to anyone like from back home, and we were all like, that's weird. And I literally was like to them, I was like to all the jurors, like, this guy did some fucked up shit back home. That's why he doesn't chat to anyone anymore.
No one chats to him, more like.
Yeah, literally. So when we now came back and we delivered our verdict, the prosecution was basically like,
wait, who was the person that was there? One person who stands up and is like, "Oh, we the jurors find
there was someone gagging for it." So I can't talk about the jurors too tough, but that was a whole other that is podcast.
That one we'll do offline.
That was an episode that's worthy of an episode on its own. But anyways, nonetheless, they basically said to us that he raped an 8-year-old back home, and I was like, this man has other victims. This man has other victims. Like, this is not it.
Yeah, this is not somebody's first stint.
Nah, it's not his first rodeo.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So what's his sentence then?
We don't know. He's going to be sentenced in October because the judge needed an assessment of how dangerous he is to figure out if he's going to give him life.
But he raped an 8-year-old. What more do they need to assess?
That doesn't have anything to do with the current case.
But does that not speak to his character?
Bro, law. I think law is weird because you can't just sentence. Like, for me, I wanted to sentence him to the chair. Like,
it's all about just chop off his dick, I think.
Literally, but you can't. So they have to do an assessment and figure out blah de blah.
And the thing is that he's not even going to be in jail forever. It's not a forever thing.
Yeah,
he's
life
just
in
back
UK
out and then
is
back in, then back out and then back in. It's annoying that he has to commit. Like, why does this crime have to be committed? Like, why is a serious crime got to be committed before? Like, why can't we just follow the breadcrumbs? Like, why can't we just be like, oh yeah, cool, he's going to rape someone again, so let's just get him out.
Why can't we monitor how much porn people have on their phone and just arrest them based off of that?
On your phone, sir.
But this is what I mean. It's a very frightening level of horniness because Pornhub is free and it's available. So what are you doing?
Yeah, but he may not have Wi-Fi for however long.
So you now download
screenshot
riddled, like,
do you know what it means to screenshot?
Riddled with STDs, I'm telling you, for free.
The thing is that he might not even be, and that is
you
scary.
Can't be when you have to be when you're meeting up with people like that you don't even know that text you.
So
do you know what a text? Not even a WhatsApp.
McDonald's?
Not even a WhatsApp. A text. The judge asked him that. He said they both agreed that what they would wear.
So do you know what? We're all talking about justice. All we need is the man them. Text him. He's gonna show up 100% cock in hand.
And
that's it. Pow.
Sometimes you need that jungle justice.
Honestly.
So yeah, that was my case. I was very happy. I did my when I finished, I felt accomplished because I was like, that is one person you don't fucking need on the streets, and I put him away. And it felt good. But sometimes it's also better not to know. Because you hear about paedophiles and stuff
Ignorance
like that.
Ignorance is bliss, man.
I'm telling you it's bliss because you hear about paedophiles and stuff like that. But until you don't understand like the depth of somebody's depravity. So then I saw it and I was like, yeah, I wish I hadn't because it's bad. People are really out there like... Even this level of horniness is bad. You could easily you might be thinking to yourself, oh, I want to try something different. I'm gonna date white, and then you go on to you could match with this guy, and you wouldn't fucking know.
That's wild, you know.
So,
it's actually terrifying. It's so scary.
That was my jury's duty, guys.
Boy, I wanted to lighten up the mood and discuss that lady's album, but Fourens has got places to be.
I got places to be.
Oh my God, maybe I'll just do it. Maybe I'll just chat to myself or you guys about this album. I think I will.
Which
once
lady?
Fourens leaves us.
Beyonce.
I'm not discussing this with you.
Beyonce.
So why do you say it like that? Do you know it's so funny? Yeah, because when I said,
they can still find me. They can still find me via this.
When I said it,
I am not trying to die.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, okay, so I'll talk about it after, but for now, just because Fourens actually has to go and I don't want to delay her, next week we are doing The House of Hammer, which is a documentary about Armie Hammer. That's another and his family.
Cock in hand. It's just a very cock in hand month, isn't it?
Yeah, it really seems to be. The cocks are in hands. Honestly, it's a bit wild. This one, yeah, this documentary, whew. We might give you, because it's a 3-part documentary. We're doing it in 2 episodes. We'll probably give you both episodes at the same time, just so you can have them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm going to play the trailer for that after this, and then I'm going to discuss this album because I feel like it'd be great if we could do this together, but obviously you're not a fan, fair enough.
But this album came out a while ago. Is it still topic of conversation?
And I've listened to nothing else since.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want you to be late The clock is ticking.
I'll leave you people to it, but yeah.
Girl, but yeah, obviously find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, 2girls1doc. On TikTok it's 2girls1doc podcast. Email us 2girls@gmail.com. Send us your reviews, send us your requests, give us 5 stars if you're still here. Anything else you'd like to add before you leave us?
No, just don't be a paedophile.
Honestly, it's just that simple.
Just don't do it. All right, bye.
I am here to talk about what happened in my relationship with Armie Hammer.
Are you okay to bring up your phone?
Yeah. I haven't really digested this one. I have a fantasy about having someone prove their love and devotion and tying them up in a public place at night and making their body for use and seeing if they will strangers for me.
My bet was going to involve showing up at your place and completely tying you up and incapacitating you and then being able to do whatever I wanted to every single hole in your body until I was done with you.
In the beginning, I felt like this was all perfect. This was amazing. He would say things, God, you're so perfect. How could you be this beautiful, this smart, so funny? It's like you were made for me. But then things changed. He pushes your boundaries a little bit at a time. You're his, completely. These are messages that are being sent literally within seconds of each other. I mean, he said, I'm 100% a cannibal. I'm freaking out. It was all he wanted to ever talk about. Then I get a note that says I'm gonna bite the out of you. And he was just like acted mad. The ropes were around your neck, your wrists, your ankles, and you're like completely immobilized. And I'm just closing my eyes until it ended.
Once Courtney came forward, other women started coming forward.
How did Armie Hammer go from Hollywood golden boy to an alleged abuser?
When all this came out about Armie, I was not shocked.
You just don't wake up and become this dark controller, abuser.
This behavior, it's deep-rooted.
On the outside, we were a perfect family, but magnify Succession 1,000,000 times, and it was my family. If you believe about making deals with the devil, the Hammers are top of the totem pole.
Every generation in my family has been involved in dark misdeeds.
And it just gets worse and worse and worse. I know my grandfather had a dark side, but I saw my father's dark side firsthand. And I've seen my brother's dark side. It was like a monster unleashed. Now it's Armie Hammer.
It's just generation to generation.
I've let the Hammers control me my whole life. It's time to stop. I refuse to be silenced.
My name is Casey Hammer, and I'm about to reveal the dark, twisted secrets of the Hammer family.
As for the rest of us, we are going to discuss this album because it was just like I've listened to nothing else since. I've actually listened to nothing else since. So I'm gonna take it from the top. Do you know what it is? I love this album, right? And I love it as a body of work. I feel like it's just an amazing production, an amazing body of work, and I feel like Beyonce really did her thing when it came to this album. I feel like the transitions, like, guys, we know in it, and if you're here and you're listening to this, you listen to the album, you feel it, yeah. The transitions, seamless, yeah, timeless. Like, this album, we'll start from the beginning. I'm that girl. I'm really that girl. Like, she's really that girl, and she told us, and I hear it. And then the flow into Cozy, I love myself, god damn, like I really do love myself. And like listening to it, I was like, Beyonce, yes, I do love myself, god damn, do you know what I mean? And also, might I suggest you don't fuck with my sis, she's comfortable, as am I. The flow into Alien Superstar, unique, that's what you are. Do you know what? Do you know what it is, yeah? Sometimes I feel like memes make albums or memes make shows, yeah, and it's like, if not for the memes or the TikToks or whatever, like, you wouldn't really be fucking with the album. This one, the memes just enhance what is already an amazing album. Like, it's crazy to me. Like, it literally is just like the, especially America. Anyway, we'll get there. I'm rushing ahead. Alien Superstar to me is amazing. And do you know what it is as well about this album? I feel like every single song has many songs within it. Like, there's loads of different parts. It's giving you hook, it's giving you bridge, it's giving you pre-chorus. Like, it literally is giving you like all the things that you need. You like, you're listening to one song, yeah, and it becomes another song, but it's that same song until it becomes another song because of the transitions. Like, it's crazy. Cuff It, I feel like falling in love. I'm in the Cuff It, yeah, it just fills my heart with glee. It makes me so happy. I feel like you have Alien Superstar, yeah, and it's supernatural love up in the air, and then Cuff It comes and it's like, okay, we back and we were in love. Amazing. And then Cuff It is another one that's just bare parts. There's bare parts, and even the way, like, it's like I don't know, it just changes, subtle, slowly. And then Energy, you was on stop mode, got froze from page Vogue, no pose, chat too much, got clips on load. That's that code, that energy. Dun, dun, dun. Like, first of all, no one can tell me that NSG is not on that song. Like, shout out Beam and that, I hear it, but that literally, and if you've never heard of NSG, listen to NSG, because that's the vibe. And it just felt so familiar, and it just made me happy. And then we transition into Break My Soul. And I swear to God, Break My Soul. Like, I get it. Some people don't like Break My Soul. I don't get it, personally, because I love it. I think it's great. And it really is an inspirational song. Like, literally, I'll be on the way to work and I'm like, no, my soul actually won't be broken. And shout out to Cardi B, because she made an already great song even greater, in my personal opinion. So that's it. Like, in my head, you've got I'm That Girl, Cozy, Alien Superstar, Cool, that's a bunch. And then you got Cuff It, Energy, Break My Soul, that's a bunch. You're hype, you're ready. And then Church Girl, let's relax, let's calm down, you know, let's take it easy. I've been up, I've been down. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel it. As a church girl myself, I feel it, yeah. You're calm, you've got your energy back, you've got your breath back, yeah. Oh, drop it like a daddy, drop it like a daddy. Okay, now pop it like a daddy, pop it like a daddy. Listen to me. Love it. Church girls at the loose, girls at the snotty, let it go, let it out, yo. Told that ass like he came up out the south. Woof, woof. Even the woofs. Oh, do you know what? Church Girl, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like, when I first listened to Church Girl, I was kind of like, oh, it took me a minute. And I love gospel music, so the whole choir and the whole like gospel sample, I was like, yeah, I'm here. And then when it switched, I was a bit like taken aback. Do you know what I mean? But love it. Now, Plastic off the motherfucking sofa. Let me tell you about the plastic off the sofa. I saw someone tweet like, oh, how it's about, you know, vulnerability and being comfortable in a relationship, because that's when you take the plastic off the sofa. And I hear it. I heard that Sid from the internet wrote this song, and I hear her all over this, and I think that's also why I love it, because it's just vocally amazing, lyrically amazing, vibe wise amazing. Plastic off the sofa, like, it's great. It's great. The vocals are vocaling. They really are. The breath control, sis, she really did her thing. Virgo's groove, dum 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 dum, dum 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 dum. Virgo's groove, you know that song is 6 minutes long. It's 6 minutes long, and it never feels that way. It doesn't even feel that way. Like, it feels like it's not long enough. Like, Fergus groove is amazing, and it has that like, I don't know if it's the 70s or the 80s, but you know when it has that like voice changer thing, and it's like right here, right now. It has that thing, and the backing vocals. Oh, do you know what it is? This whole album, the backing vocals, like everything is so intentional. Like nothing on this album is by accident. Like every single note, every single run, every single riff, every single harmony, everything, is where it's supposed to be. Like it feels so intentional. Like I don't know how else to describe it. It feels so intentional. Like it feels like anyway, you guys get it. That's why you're still listening to this, because you understand exactly what I mean. Move out the way. I'm with my girls and we all need space. Stop it. It's Grace Jones. Did you see that tweet? Yeah. It's that meme where the guy's like in the shower, one foot's in the shower, one foot's out, and he's like changing the song on the laptop, yeah. And then the caption is me restarting Move because I forgot to say Grace Jones. 100% me, but also not me, because why would I forget to say Grace Jones? Oh, amazing song. I feel it. And Thames, who this girl in the back of the room? Yeah, I love that for Thames, honestly. I love it for her. I think I love it. And do you know what else I love? Heated. I love it. Tip, tip, tipping. Uncle Johnny. Yeah. Got a lot of bangs. Listen. And the thing is, I heard Heated, yeah, because the first time I listened to this album, I was driving from Birmingham to London, yeah, and I just had the album on repeat. I say repeat, I only listened to it like 1.5 times because it doesn't take that long to get back. But I literally was like, I listened to this and I was like, Drake wrote this song. Like Drake 100% wrote this song, 100%. And even if he sang it as his own song, I think I still would have liked it as well. He could have never Uncle Johnny made my dress. He couldn't have tipping on. I don't think he would have done that the same way. But I love it. It was definitely giving Drake. And then it's getting thicker. This thick, yeah, that's that thick, yeah. That is another, I think, praise break, in my opinion. It's like kind of like you're heated after heated, yeah, and then thick is like, okay, cool. It's the part in the workout where you just walk in one spot for a bit because you need to get your heart rate back up. You need to get your heart rate back settled, yeah. You've done your like burpees or whatever, and then they're like, okay, cool, we're just gonna march on the spot because you want to keep your energy up. You don't just want to stop, but you want to, catch your breath. That's thick to me. That's thick. And then we have All Up in Your Mind, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably would say this is one of my least favorite on the album. It's one of my least favorite tracks on the album, but again, I get it. You're still walking, and you need to be walking for a bit, because you know what's coming next? America has a problem. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. 20 for the 80 of the trap. Hit it with the trap. Hit it with the back. Hit it rack. Nigga, I'm bad. Call me when you wanna get It's mad. America actually has a problem, and it's this album. So, Miss Honey. Do you know what? Pure, yeah, / Honey. Again, it's like 2 songs in one. Bad bitches to the left. Money bitches to the right. What? Or you can be both. Meet in the middle. Dance all night. Yeah. It's pure. It should cost $1 billion to look this sexy. Listen. I love it. And then Honey. Miss Honey. Honey, huh? You got the sweet on your tongue. Listen. And then Summer Renaissance. Summer motherfucking Renaissance. Again, Summer Renaissance, yeah, to me is the warm down. It's still a vibe, but you're doing child's pose, yeah? You're doing child's pose. You're stretching out your quads, yeah? You're still in the, it's like the euphoria of the workout. You're kind of like, yeah, I'm so happy I did this. You're like, I'm so happy I did this. And you're calming down. And then you hear, please, motherfuckers ain't stopping me. Please, please. And then you're like, yep, we back. Time to start again. Like, guys, I swear to God, this album is a body of work. Like, it's great. And it's like, I get some people don't like dance music in it. Like, I hear it. But it's so much more than that. Like, it's just a feel good, happy, soulful, groovy, vibey, like cunty. Like, it's a great album. It's a great album. And like, if you don't like it, yeah, I implore you to listen to it again until you do, because the problem is 100% you. that's it. That's all I have to say. I am really ready to hear you guys' views on the album. You can tweet us, 2girls1doc. You can go on our Instagram. You can DM us on 2girls1doc. You can reply to any post that you like about any song on the album. Tell me your favorites. Tell me why. My favorite changes depending on the mood. I want to say it's probably Cuff It Energy, because that's one song to me, and Break My Soul. But Alien Superstar really is that bitch. Virgo's Groove, Heated, Move, America Has a Motherfucking Problem. There's no song on here that I don't like. There are just some I like. There are just some I like less than others, is all. But yeah, it's literally been 3 weeks since this album came out, and I've listened to nothing else. I've only taken a break to maybe listen to a podcast, or to listen to a podcast talking about the album. I feel like there is crack in this album. Maybe it's stronger, maybe it's judge, I don't know, but I've never felt this way about an album before. And like, I love albums. like I can't believe I'm still here talking about this. And if you're still here listening, then again, we both have a problem, along with America. Guys, it's a great album. It's a great album. And yeah, that's all. That's it. I just had to get it off my chest, because I feel like I haven't really been able to discuss it like this out loud on the podcast. Because obviously it's not a music podcast. I hear it. I get it. Like, if you're still here, again, God bless you, yeah. But great album. Love it. Amazing. And that's all I have to say, really. If you're still here, I rate you highly. But yeah, either I've already played the trailer, or I'm gonna play it now. I probably already played it, to be honest, so you can go back if you want to hear it again. But until next week, America has a problem.